I was raised on stand-up comedy, late night with Conan O'Brien videos, and Adam Egret stuff with Norm. And Norm was always my favorite. Mitch Hedberg, I love Mitch. The reason that I started writing comedy is Mitch, and he's dead. And I'm thinking, oh man, that's bad. He was doing kind of a more advanced form of filler stiller stuff like that, Phil Stiller, that sort of that stuff. And then I started doing like I'm thinking like, well, I got a few jokes that I do that sound kind of like that. So I started writing as many jokes as I could, and I thought I had like 20 minutes worth of material, but I no, I had like two. So I went out to this place is in Arizona, and I wanted to check out the improv because I was raised on comedy and like evening at the improv. My parents love that, so I wanted to check out the Tempe Improv, and that was cool. I was out there visiting my uncle, not my uncle. Jesus Christ, I'm so fucking drunk. No, he's kind of like my uncle, but he's just a fucking cousin. I don't know what the fuck to call him. Anyway, he was a lunatic that was like really fun. I don't. He's like my cousin. I don't. Yeah, he liked dirty comics. Like whenever you have like he hated pornography because he just wanted to be with a real girl. And he said, "Hey man, you're doing it wrong because you got to be with a real girl." I'm like, I don't know, I'm trying to find Jesus. I don't know what to call him. And then this is the thing of it. I was out. He had guns all over the place. This guy is like really macho, and he was like old. He was like in his 70s or whatever, right? And he just showed me all the places he had the guns. He had so many guns everywhere. So when I sent him a copy of like a physical copy of The Punisher with Thomas Jane, and then unfortunately he died. But it was so cool hanging out with him, and he gave me a dirty comic to give to my dad. He said, "Hey, give this to your dad." I said, oh, "Okay," and my dad didn't like it whenever I would tell a dirty. He wanted me to be like, and then I gave him this dirty comic, and he thought it was really fun that Harold actually gave that to me to give to. This guy's cool. But anyway, let's get back to the comedy scene. So I show up there. I'm just drinking a soda, hanging out with these comics. I only have like 2 minutes of material. Wearing Oakley's backward hat in this dark outside, just hanging out, And I see this dude, and he's wearing a suit and tie. So I just start talking to him. I don't know who the hell he is. Turns out it's Adam Ega, right? So I told him, I said, "Yeah, man, I'm thinking about like doing a thing. I want to do like comedy and skateboarding together because I think that would be really cool." And he said, "Yeah, that would be really awesome." And then he said, "Hey, you want to talk to the owner of the place?" I said, "Well, I don't know. You're kind of busy, so I don't want to cause any trouble." And then he says, "Oh, okay." And then so he goes inside, and about half an hour later, I was just drinking a soda, talking to like comedians, like really famous. There were a lot of really famous comedians there, just hanging out with them. So he comes out, and the thing is that the owner of the place walked out. I didn't know it was the owner. He had like he was an older guy, walked out with a suit, and then Adam walks out and he's got a suit and tie or whatever. And he walks over straight to me. He said, "Hey, that's the owner. If you want to talk to him." And I said, "Oh, thank you. I just don't know what to say." Like that was just so professional. He was so kind. And after that, I put my head into the grind. I just everything I wanted to do was just stand up comedy. So I just started writing everything that I thought was funny, just trying to get my set right. And now I've got like hours of material, but it's all because of Adam Egate.